Hey guys, it's JJ. Welcome back to the Laredo State Dynasty, where we are 6-3 on the season, 5-2 in conference. Today we're gonna play two more conference games, but we're gonna start off with one out-of-conference game. Now, last episode we won all three games, but before that one we lost all three games. So we're still gonna try to go for the conference title game, but we'll see how it goes. For this first game against Baylor, we're going to have a couple visits. Cole D'Imperio. It's an 88 strength center with some decent blocking ratings in the 70s and 80s. I'll go for him. We got a middle linebacker here in Kevin Isidora. A pass coverage dude, 6 foot 228 out of South Lake, Texas. Isidora is at 86 acceleration and 86 speed, so right off the bat a pretty solid athlete, but can get hopefully even better. 83 tackling, 70 zone coverage. Pursuit should be a little bit better, but he's gonna ride the bench anyway, even if we get him. First game is gonna be against Baylor. Now last year we won against them, even though they were heavy favorites, but this year I feel like this is a much more even playing field. I think overall they still have the better roster talent, but it's not by as much as last year, and we definitely should have a chance to at least compete in this game. Baylor is quarterbacked by DJ Lagway, 6'3", 241 out of Willis, Texas. Dude's a scrambling quarterback, so that's always an issue. 91 throw power. He has maxed out elusiveness. This dude could be a running back for sure. Lagway has 73 deep accuracies, so that's not great, but the rest of the accuracies looks pretty good. He has also 88 speed, so that's always concerning. And then Bryson Washington is the top running back on this team. Former 3-star player with very good elusiveness. Not very good, but very solid, I'd say. Good carrying. He can run a little bit of routes. Not the greatest pass catcher, but also has some break tackle ability. So Bryson Washington, definitely somebody to watch out for. Top receiver on this team is Montrell Hatton Jr. 5'11", 216. Honestly, more of a running back size there, but he's not a running back at all. Solid route runner, very good hands, very elusive as well. He could play running back, I think. 89 speed, 91 acceleration. So number 1 receiver wears number 19. The number 2 receiver wears number 83. It's Jaden Porter, 6'1", 196 out of Laredo, Texas. Former 3-star. Good release, good short route running, not so much medium and deep route running. Good elusiveness, very good hands. Probably gonna catch everything. 88 speed, 88 acceleration. So there is something very visible. They do not have great athletes apart from the quarterback. The top tight end, Kiki Luerke, also not the fastest dude ever, but for a tight end in college football 25, he's actually decently athletic. 82 speed, 83 excel, has some very solid hands. The route runnings are decent. So they do not have anybody with speed over 90. We should be able to compete with this offense, definitely. They do have a very good O-line, but there is also a hole here at center, and the rest is in the mid to low 80s for overall. So very solid O-line, but there is a weakness there at center. Now, they are going to miss their top edge rusher here, Trey Wilson, torn bicep, out for 9 weeks. He's done for the season, unless they somehow make it to the playoffs and have a deep run. The other edge rusher is Dion Bosby, 6'6", 249, massive dude there, or very tall dude. 249 is actually somewhat smaller, but very good athlete. 85 power moves, 76 finesse moves, has a little bit of run stopping ability, but not too much. And then in the middle of this defense, it's DK Kalu, 6'4", 295 out of Missouri City, Texas. He's a great run stopper. 82 block shedding, 87 strength, 82 power moves, 73 finesse moves, so can do it all. The finesse moves is a little bit lower, but he can rush the passer, he can stop the run, and he's a solid athlete. Top linebacker on this team is Brock Jackson. Jackson is a zone coverage archetype linebacker, but he's only 79 zone coverage. Doesn't have much power. He does know how to rush the passer. 74 block shooting is okay for a linebacker, and he's a very good athlete. So somebody to watch out for. They have yet another good linebacker here in David Udeze. 6'2", 253, so a massive dude for a linebacker. He can rush the passer if he wants to, or if he blitzes, or I guess. Good power, very good run stopping ability, but not great in coverage. 74 zone is decent, I guess. But I think this linebacker duo complements each other pretty well. Top corner is LeVar Thornton, 6'3", 180. A massively tall dude with very good zone coverage, 88 catching, 77 man, and press is pretty good as well. And he's a great athlete. So he's going to be able to keep up with all our receivers. The other corner on this team is James Borzor, 5'11", 179 out of Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Former 3-star recruit, Borzor has very good man cover ability, 82 man, 83 press, 79 catching, 77 zone is honestly a weakness, but again, great athlete, even better athlete. So that's not going to be an issue, I think. And then the top safety on this team is Mason Dossett, 6 foot 180 out of Missouri City, Texas as well. And zone coverage is 79, which for a free safety, I guess that's okay. But like for a deep safety, you want it in the 80s, honestly. The run support's not really there. 70 man coverage, 59 press. Can't put him on man coverage. Has 90 speed, so a decent safety, but nothing special. And as I've already said, we have played this team last year. We won the game, even though they were highly favored. But this time, it's a much closer matchup, just roster-wise. And at the same time, we're gonna be playing at home this time. So we're gonna see how this is gonna go for Baylor, but we should be able to stop this offense. They do not have any crazy athletes on there or players that just stand out. It's just a very solid offense, but we have definitely the defensive line talent to stop this O-line. And they started off with a drop that could have been a touchdown right there. They've got to punt it away. 1st and 10 for Estrada. The catch is made by Jaquez Lara. First down turns into a 2nd and 2. And 2nd and 2 turns into 3rd and 2 as the back is Tavares Cerdeno, and he is gonna get it. This is an 8-yard gain for Cerdeno, who has been the lead back on this team in the wake of the injury of John Suarez. Estrada is gonna set up a slip screen here, and Cerdeno is gonna get 5 yards out of it, but it's a 4th down coming up. And they have to punt it back to Baylor, so no points on the opening drives. Still a tie game at 0. And this is going to be a sack, as Sanchez was the first one there. And I think it was Kelvin Leyva to finish it off. That's going to be yet another punt. And this time, great field position for Laredo State because of that sack. And Cerdeno is going to run it up the middle. He gains about 9 yards and makes this next one a 3rd and 1. And now Estrada has close bunch to the right. Pressure is not coming in. It's his regular 4-man pressure, and Machado's wide open, sitting down underneath there. Just dumps it off, gets the first down. 2nd and 7 now at the edge of field goal range, and Estrada is going to throw it over the middle. That's going to be another catch to Emilio Vela. 8 yards and another first down. They move the chains again as Baylor is under pressure to fall behind here. 4.5 minutes left in the first quarter, and this one's going to be caught as well by Vela, falling down at the 2-yard line. And now 2nd and goal from that said 2-yard line. They're going to hand it off. Vasquez into the end zone. Touchdown, Laredo State in their blistering Savannah alternate uniforms. They take the lead here, 7-0. And Baylor now has to answer as Laredo State showing a very promising second drive there. Let's hope we can do something on defense to stop this offense, as Baylor has yet another drop pass, and it wouldn't even have mattered because that ball was going to be short of the sticks anyway. And now, after the punt, what a spin move by Emilio Vela. 9 yards on the play. Close to a first down. A few downs later, it's 3rd and 8. Tough one for Estrada, but they're going to set up a slip screen. There's lots of room. He crosses the first down marker, tries to juke out 3 people all at once, but that did not work out. Still, great gain on the play. 3rd and 5 for Estrada. Gets it away, and that one should have been picked. He never saw the linebacker coming over on the assignment. And that's going to be a field goal. 10-0, and Baylor has DJ Lagway scramble on the opening play of that drive. 3rd and 2. Lagway is going to hand it off, and that one's dropped in the backfield. Santos with the stop on 4th down here. Forcing 4th down here, and now the ball goes back after the punt. 2nd and 10. We get an 11-yard gain by Tavares Cerdeno. Really has been showing a lot of promise as a very quick scat back. Now Lara gets a completion, 9 yards on the in route. 3rd and 7 for Estrada. After a couple bad runs, they need to get it away there, and that's going to be it's actually caught, but still shy of the sticks. 4th down. They got to punt it back to Baylor. Still 10-0, and the handoff goes to the running back. That's 9 yards and a first down, as Bryson Washington gets his first real productive carry. We're already closing in on the 2-minute warning here. 2 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock, and they give it to a different back now. 3rd and 1 is going to be coming up here, and they go 11 personnel. 3rd and 1, and this one's going to be dropped as well. What is happening to this Baylor team? The running backs, just not great receiving backs on this team. Estrada is going to get it away to Cerdeno, who is going to cut it back to the middle, and he's falling ahead for a first down after that punt. Still about a minute and a half on the clock to make something happen here. 2nd and 4. Estrada has a one-on-one downfield, and Lara is going to haul it in, and he's still on his feet down to the 15-yard line. That was a 52-yard completion. What a play by Wayne Estrada to see that he has a one-on-one. Throws it back shoulder for Jaquez Lara, who has now come off the field. And we're going to see Cerdeno on the angle route get 8 yards, 40 seconds on the clock, and Laredo State takes a timeout to save some clock. 2nd and 2. Estrada throws it. End zone touchdown. Ocelots go up by 3 scores. It's Chris Cardoza. That's actually Emilio Vela. 85 and 86, those 2 receivers. Sometimes you can't really see what the number is. But that's going to be a 17-0 lead, and we're 37 seconds away from halftime. So let's see what DJ Lagway can do with this offense here. 1st and 19. And Lagway's going to be intercepted. It's Cardero. He takes it away. It's a red zone interception, and the red zone interception in their own red zone. So that's very bad news for Baylor. They had a half a minute on the clock. It could have gotten down to field goal range maybe. 3rd and 6. Estrada gets it away. Touchdown, Rivero. It's the tight end into the end zone. And it's 24-0. And the crowd goes nuts. Unreal stuff here. We're seeing Baylor absolutely dominated. They are not able to move the balls at all. They have had already 3 drops on offense. They throw an interception here in their own red zone, giving us yet another touchdown before halftime. It's 24-0 at the half. And Laredo State being absolutely dominant, as we have had to show off our new offense after we lost John Suarez. We ran the ball a lot, still with backs that are just not feature backs like Suarez, and that didn't really work out for us. We lost a few games, and then last episode I said let's try a new offensive approach. We're gonna pass it a lot more, and this has been working out so far, and it is also working out for Baylor apparently, as this is J. Don Porter into the end zone. That's gonna be a touchdown for the Bears. Baylor cuts into the lead. It's 7-17. Jaden Porter was not really open there, but defenders whiff. The secondary is still slow for this Ocelots team. And it's actually 6-24, and they go for 2 to make this a two-score game, and they do manage to get this one done. So now it's a 16-point game, which on paper is a two-score game. Estrada now hands it off to Cerdeño, and what a juke move on the linebacker there. That's a very nice play, but he seems to be shaken up on the play. So Jesus Herrera checks in. They're going to throw it on this one, and Rivero's got the first down across midfield. Very nice catch. Tight coverage there, but threw it where only Rivero could get it. And now they're going to run it with Herrera, and he's got about 9 yards for another 2nd and inches. And now 3rd and 8, a couple downs later. Tough running on 1st and 2nd down. So Estrada throws it, and that one's going to be incomplete as the defender was able to peel off the underneath coverage, drop back, and knock it down. So that's going to be a punt, actually. Not in field goal range there. And Laredo State is still up by 2 scores. DJ Lagway has an incomplete pass there on 3rd down. So they go 3 and out, punt it right back. And this is Ramon Lolito. Very nice screen set up there. With great field position after the punt, obviously. They had to start at their own 2-yard line for that drive. So they go 3 and out from their own 2. You're going to get the ball in their territory. And now it's 2nd and goal already. Estrada. And he's going to throw it. Goal line touchdown. It's Jaquez Lara with another one. The number 1 receiver on this team. He's got it done. And I don't know why, but somehow in the red zone, on the goal line, he's just so good at catching these slants and the whip routes and stuff. He's great there. Now Baylor is down by 23, so that's still a 3-score game. But they need to really get it going. 4th and 1, and they're already going for it. This is 9 minutes away from the end of the game, and they don't get it. So the ball goes back to Laredo State. 3rd and 4. Let's see what Estrada can do. A wide open Johnny Machado. He jukes out the corner. He's got 14 yards on the play. And this is 1st and goal. 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line. They're already running clock. Estrada is just going to juke out the safety and fall into the end zone. Touchdown, Estrada. The Ocelots are up by 4 scores now. And this one should be over, man. 38-8 over Baylor. And I think we are just going to jump ahead to the end here. We do allow 2 late game touchdowns there, but it doesn't really matter to me, honestly. They were down by so much. It doesn't really matter anymore. A 4-score game there. Wayne Estrada, player of the game, 4 touchdowns combined, 262 passing yards. He had a great game here, 62% completion percentage, 48 passing attempts. Yeah, that's the new offense I was talking about, man. In the beginning stages of the season, the first 6 games, we had 3 passing touchdowns and 1 interception, and now we've just turned it up. We had to because it didn't really work out the other way. And by the way, in this game against Baylor, Bryson Washington, we actually shut him out, man. That dude had no shot at all. We were very dominant with the defensive line. I couldn't show all those defensive tackles making plays. It's just these 1 or 2 yard losses. It's just not interesting enough, but we had a great game on offense. 4 drops by Lara and 4 drops by Vela. That's something to consider, man. I don't know why these two are dropping the ball so much, but I don't know. Tavares Cerdeña caught all of his balls, and same thing for Juan Rivero. So don't know what is happening there, but we won the game. That's all that matters. We apparently had to allow 3 touchdowns to Jaden Porter. Don't know why we had to do that. We limited the other receiver, Hatton, to 1 catch in the entire game. So I don't know why we couldn't do it with Porter, but seemingly he looks like the best receiver on the team apparently. Now this passing offense has been working out great for us these last few games, so we're gonna keep going with it. I didn't think this offense had really a passing element that was dominant to it, so there might be issues with that too. The pass protection, for instance, is just not that great, even in the Sun Belt. And same thing goes for the receivers. We don't have the most dominant receivers, and I think we're gonna have to wait till next year to change that. Now, meanwhile, we get the recruit here, Cold Imperio and Kevin Isidora. Both of them commit to the Laredo State Ocelots. So next time or next season, we're gonna have hopefully a few better receivers. But in the meantime, we're gonna try to recruit or finish our recruiting class. We only have a couple more players on the board, and then we're done with recruiting. So Cold Imperia, as already talked about, he's a great athlete. The blocking ratings are in the 70s and still needs a little work, but I'm hopeful about him. And then Kevin Isidora, 6 foot 228, a pass coverage dude with 70 zone coverage. So he still needs a little work, but if his zone coverage gets up to like 80, I think we're gonna be good to go. For now, I think the receiving, the linebacker room looks solid enough. Now, we're gonna play the next game against UTSA, and they honestly, I don't know why this team is called an 81 overall. This should be much higher. They have so many players in the mid 80s for overall, and across the roster, it's not just one position group that's really strong. It's across the roster. This team looks really strong. Brandon Tennyson is the quarterback, 5'10", 200 pounds, out of Gilmer, Texas, with 88 throw power and actually not great accuracies. The only good one is short, and that's at 84, and everything else is actually pretty bad. He can run, so we're gonna have to watch out for Tennyson there, but he's not the most accurate quarterback, and I hope we can abuse that. Brian Banfield is the top running back for this team, and Banfield, he's supposed to be a receiving back, and he can catch the football a little bit, but the route runnings are just not great. He's a solid, elusive back. That break tackle looks pretty horrible though. No real power there. 89 speed, 86 excel. So not a special running back either. Top receiver on this team is Jamel Hardy, 6'2", 185, and this is where it gets interesting. This is definitely one of the better receivers we're going to see this year. Hardy is a great route runner. His catching rate is only at 80, so that's not great. But if you're in a wide open field with that 93 speed, he can do it. It doesn't even matter much to me that his catching and catching traffic is not that great. He's going to be dangerous. Davon Roby is the other one, the number 2 guy on this team. He's a solid deep threat. He has some very good catching ratings. Not quite as much speed, I guess, but very solid number 2 receiver, and better than anything we have in our roster, definitely. So they have a couple dangerous receivers. This one is more for his actual ability, not for his athleticism, but those two together are pretty good. And then they've got a number 3 receiver in Doug Sims. Sims is a very good down the field threat. His short route running is only 77, but that doesn't mean much. He has actually not great hands, but again, a solid athlete. If he can open up and like just be open, I don't think his catching ratings don't matter that much. Now this O-line for the Roadrunners actually is very up and down. They have a couple really good guards, like really good, but they've got holes at tackle and center. So there's definitely a way to win this game in the trenches. And we have to, because we have an edge rush duo that should be absolutely dominating these 2 tackles. And we have the interior to make that center pay. Now the top edge rusher on this team is Vic Shaw. Dude's a very good athlete, not the fastest dude, but a solid athlete. 91 finesse moves. That's definitely gotta scare you. And then Damian Wimberly is the other edge rusher, 6'4", 260 out of Austin, Texas. So they've got a couple really good edge rushers. 85 power moves, 90 strength on the edge there. 75 block shedding is not great, or 65 finesse moves, but just the power and the power moves alone. Those two, and then he also has 95 acceleration, which is kind of unheard of for an edge rusher. And then in the middle of this defense is Zach Potts, 85 power moves with 91 strength. So the same thing again. They have a very good defensive tackle group. He's at 86 block shedding, he's also a great run stopper. So it's not just a solution to just not pass and run the ball up the middle. That's not going to work against this team. So both teams have a kind of okayish O-line and a strong defensive line, and I think that kind of evens itself out. We don't have really an advantage on that. The linebackers for UTSA look a lot better than ours do. Well, not a lot, but a little bit. James Wally, he looks pretty good, but he does have a weakness there at the zone coverage and only a 78 speed. So we should be able to pass it a little bit over the middle there. But they have a solid linebacking situation there as well. Top corner on this team is Jacavian Rogers. Rogers is at 91 zone coverage, at 90 catching. The man coverage and press, it's abysmal, but if they stay in zone, this dude is going to be gold. And if he somehow does screw something up, he still has 95 speed to make it up. And then the other corner is Davin Martin, 6'2", 160. And at that size, 160 is really slender. Man coverage is really good. 78 zone is not great, but he should be fine. He's not quite the athlete as his teammate there, but 91 speed is definitely good enough against our receivers. Now, last year we lost this game, so this has got to be a revenge game, right? And this is also a home game. We need to win this one, definitely. But matchup-wise, I would say that UTSA is honestly at the same point. They don't have a great quarterback. We don't have a great quarterback. They don't have a great running back. We don't have a great running back. They actually have a couple good receivers, and we don't. They have about the same strength O-line as we do. Actually, I think ours should be a little bit better, but the pass protection for our O-line has just not been great this year. D-line wise, I think it's pretty even. They have better linebackers and better corners and better safeties. So I would say UTSA is honestly the favorite in this one, except it's a home game for us, so we need to win this. We need to win it anyway, because if we lose one more game, I think we are going to be out of contention there. And UTSA has a great start to this opening drive there. Already across midfield, and now they're going to go play action and get it to a receiver for about 8 yards. And a few downs later, it's 3rd and 10. Time to get off the field, man. Got to get off the field. In the end zone, it's broken up. Nice play by the defense. I think that was Brian Alonso. And they do not actually get any points out of this because they missed the field goal. Now we're going to go on offense here and have an 8-yard gain to Rivero. 2nd and 2, empty backfield, trips to the right. And wide open again is Juan Rivero, the tight end. He has been one of the key players since we changed up our offense to be more pass heavy. 2nd and 5, get it away to Lara. Another first down, about 9 yards on the play. And now we have 3 tight ends on the field. Lara isolated wide left. And we're going to hand this one off to Cerdeno, and he's got about 15 yards on the play. Very nice piece of running there. 1st and 10, close bunch to the right. Isolated receiver to the left is Lara, and he is also the target on an out route. 1st down. Great play. That's close to the red zone now. 2nd and 10. Let's see what Estrada can do here. And Estrada has his man at the sideline. That's another catch to Lara. And he makes another grab at the sideline there. Drags his toes, and now it's 1st and goal. End zone touchdown. Laredo State takes the lead. It's Johnny Machado. Let's see what this UTSA Roadrunners offense can do. We need to stop them, and we have the edge rushers to do it. But this is not how it works. Bad angle by the safety. That is going to be very bad news baseball. It's Cordero with a huge miss on the pursuit angle and a massive gain. Almost 50 yards down towards the red zone, and now they are in the red zone, and that is almost another bad pursuit angle. Banfield with a very nice gain of 9. 3rd and inches coming up now, and they're gonna motion a tight end across the screen, hand it off, and nowhere to go. 4th down. It's Sanchez in the backfield. 2nd and 7. Estrada has his man. That's a 1st down to Vela. And they're going to move the chains. 3rd and 11 after a couple tough runs. Estrada in a bad situation here. Estrada is going to get it away, and Lara shy of the sticks and not going to get there. So this is going to be a punt. Still 7-3 for Laredo State, but on the corner route, they are going to have a wide open receiver, and that's a first down. Tennyson with a great throw. Saw that it was cover 2, and he used the corner route to win. And now they're going to run it with Banfield. That's about 8 more. Moving the chains almost. 2nd and 2 coming up now, and that's going to be a first down. Tennyson running it outside the pocket and then turning upfield, tucking it in. We're almost at the end of the first quarter, and Tennyson has a play action lined up, and he is going to be dropped. That's a sack. It's Kelvin Leyva in the backfield there. He has had a great season so far, and he had a little bit of help on the sack, but he could have done it alone, I think. Great play by Kelvin Leyva. 2nd and 17, time to get off the field. They're going to run it with Banfield, and there is so much room there. Gets 11 yards on the play. Now this makes this 3rd and 6 now a lot easier. 6 yards to go for Tennyson. He's going to set up the slip screen and nowhere to go. Sanchez saw it coming all the way. 4th down. What a TFL for Sanchez, and this is going to be a 38-yarder for UTSA, and they do get another field goal. It's 7-6, and now it's time for Laredo State to put some more points on the board. This is going to be caught by Machado. 3rd and 4, turned into a new first down. 10-yard gain for Machado. Estrada, 2nd and 10 now. They're going to go with a fullback in the game, and Estrada is going to scramble, throws it to his receiver, and it's caught by Lara. What a play! That's down at the 29-yard line. Lara with a great comeback route there. 2nd and 10 for Estrada. Throw it to Vela. Run it up the middle, and he gets 9 yards, but 3rd and 1's gonna be a little tough. They do move the chains. 2nd and 10 for Estrada now, and Estrada is gonna be pressured. Everything was covered up. Nowhere to go with the football. It's a 13-yard sack, and that knocked them out of field goal range. They couldn't do anything about it. They couldn't get back into field goal range, and now they had to punt it away. They pinned them at the 2, but Banfield just ran it out there with a very solid 13-yard gain. 2nd and 8, throw it to your number 1 receiver, Jamel Hardy. First down over the middle there. And then move the chains again. So it's still a 7-6 game, and we're 4 minutes away from halftime. And they're going to run it with Banfield. Let's see if we can stop this run game at some point in this game. 3rd and 7. Tennyson stands tall in the backfield, and he is just going to take off, scramble, and he is going to be denied. 4th down. They're going to call him shy. And 4th and inches. They definitely punt it away there. 3rd and 2 for Cerdeño. Nowhere to go as the left guard, Maris, couldn't hold up the defensive tackle. That's another 3 and out, and we're inside 2 minutes now as UTSA just got the ball back after the punt and caught at the sideline. 8-yard gain. Brandon Tennyson on the money for his receiver Hardy. 2nd and 2. Tennyson is going to have a play action shot, and nothing is going to pressure him at all. He has an hour time to throw, and he's got his receiver Doug Sims for a 31-yard connection. 1.5 minutes on the clock. Tennyson goes down. Finally, it's Kelvin Leyva back there. Sanchez also in the pocket, and that's going to make this a 3rd and 14. And that's not going to be obtainable for the UTSA Roadrunners. They do get a few yards back to make this a makeable field goal. 40-yarder is good. UTSA takes the lead 9-7. So far, they have not been able to get into the end zone, but the Laredo State offense has been pretty much terrible. And it's definitely the D-line, man. This UTSA D-line is no joke. But of course, if you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. We're going to move on to the second half now. 1st down and 10 for Estrada. Double twin set in... and Lara gets a 1st down catch for about 8 yards. That makes this one a 2nd and 2. They get the 1st down. Couple downs later, It is first down again, and Estrada is going to be pressured, and the ball's loose. It's going to be recovered by the Roadrunners, and they take over in field goal range. UTSA takes the ball away from Estrada. Pressure came in a little too quickly. Nothing was open. He couldn't get rid of it. And 2nd and 10 now. They're going to hand it off, and this one's going to go down to the 1, actually to the 2-yard line. Make this a new 1st and goal from the 2. You can't allow a touchdown here. Banfield up the middle. It's a score. 16-7. It's now a 2-score game. What is happening to this Ocelots offense, man? It's just not working. The D-line looks really good for UTSA. And again, they have pressure in pretty quickly. But the slip screen is going to be pulled off. He's going to juke up the safety. Get a few extra yards. 15 yards for Cerdeno on the catch, who, by the way, has more run after catch yardage than actual receiving yardage because he always catches slip screens. And now we've got Vela with a first down after they jumped offside, so we can just decline that penalty. And Laredo State is across midfield on that Vela catch. Move the chains to the 49. First down and 10 for Estrada. Cerdeno is the back. He's going to get the handoff, and there's a pancake block by Maris. Very nice play. 13 yards. Enabled by left guard Rocky Merez with his pancake. 1st and 10, handed off to Cerdeno. Lots of room to the outside. He tries to juke a couple people. Only managed to juke one. The other ones take him down. 1st and 10. Let's see what Estrada can do. They're going to have a passing concept dialed up here. And Estrada is going to be sacked again. At the last second, he could have had a shot there with Cerdeno, but it's another massive loss. And they at least get a field goal out of it. So 10-16, it's a 1-score game again. But you got to stop this quarterback here. Tennyson, 3rd and 7, and he's got the first down. That's about a 10-yard gain for the quarterback. 1st and 10 now from the 38. Tennyson, another passing concept dialed for this UTSA offense, and they get 9 yards out of it. That's going to be a very easy 2nd and 1 now. 2 backs in the backfield, although I'm thinking that one of them might be a tight end. 2nd and 1. Tennyson down the middle. It's caught. And that is going to be Doug Sims on yet another big catch. Nobody there to stop the quarterback. The pressure is just not coming in on time. And it does not this time either. He does get it away. 3rd and 8 is going to turn into a 4th down. So this is a field goal try, but again, it's a field goal try to make it a 2-score game, and this one's good as well. 19-10. So again, we need to go down the field and put some points on the scoreboard, and hopefully this time we can put a touchdown on the scoreboard, as Machado has about an 8-yard gain, and we lose left guard Rocky Merez to injury. So we're going to have a backup in there now. That's not going to be good for pressure in this on this drive either. 1st and 10, slant, caught by Lara, 9 yards. Gets almost the first down yardage. And we're going to see what this offense can do now as Estrada passes 500 career passes. 1st and 10, where this is the last play before the 3rd quarter is over, I think. Estrada is going to throw it over the middle. It's intercepted. He didn't see the other man. I thought he thought that UTSA only has a man in coverage 5 yards behind Rivero, but there was actually a second dude and he never saw him. Takes it away, and at least we're going to have Kelvin Leyva in the backfield here after that turnover, knocking him back out of field goal range. So at least no more points on the board for UTSA after that 3-and-out, but that's another interception, and Estrada is going down again. The pressure is relentless, and Maris is going to be out for quite a while. 4th and 9 for Estrada. We're going to have to go for it. Somebody jumped, and we're going to actually get this. Cerdeno underneath. He turns it upfield. He gets the first down. We can just decline the penalty. So, first down, but you need to get some points on this drive. There is no way we can fail yet another possession. 1st and 10, Estrada, slant, caught. First down, Jaquez Lara. Got another one. Let's see. 1st down and 10 now for Wayne Estrada. 4-man pressure, and on the slant, it's Lara yet again, and he fights ahead to get a couple extra, makes this a 9-yard gain. Another first down now. And Estrada has a clean pocket for once in a while, and Rivero gets 9 yards on the play, make it another easy 2nd and inches. And now they're gonna dial up some play action. This is gonna be Lara down to the 1, almost in. 2nd and goal from the 3 now after a loss on 1st down. They're gonna pass this one. Estrada runs out the pocket, and he's just gonna run it in. Touchdown, Ocelots. And finally, we are back in this game. It's a two-point game now as the Ocelots close in 19-17, and UTSA now has 5 minutes of time to run out before the game is over. But let's see if this defense can get the ball back. Tennyson is gonna run it himself, and a horrible angle by middle linebacker Jose Castillo. He could have had him on a loss, and he takes a very bad angle. 1st down, and they're already almost at midfield. Run it with Banfield, and across midfield goes the running back. That's a 9-yard gain. They're gonna move the chains again. You can't let him score a touchdown or it's a 2-score game again, so this is damage control, honestly. Banfield with another 8-yard completion. And they are easily moving the chains. The defensive line does not show up. 2nd and 2. And oh, it's a pitch. It was a triple option, and they've got the 1st down and some. That's down to field goal range now. Almost knocking at the red zone. 3rd and 11. A couple bad runs, and finally they set up the slip screen, and this one's going to be going down for good. 4th down. But they do get a field goal try here. 44-yarder, and this one is right inside. Just sneaks in there. Almost was bad. But, man, it's now a 5-point game. So now we need to go get a touchdown to win the game, not just a field goal. 2nd and 10, we're going to set up the slip screen, and Cerdeno gets the 1st down. That's going to move the chains. We gotta move quickly. We're inside 2 minutes now, and Estrada, he has got a wide open man at the sideline, and Lara, he drags his feet and gets the 1st down. Oh, that's actually Vela, not Lara. Excuse me. 1st down and 10. Estrada set up another slip screen, and nobody blocked the corner. It's an 8-yard loss on Cerdeno, and Estrada took a hit as well. 2nd and 18. What are we gonna do? Estrada has the clean pocket, he gets it away, gets the lost yardage back, but now it's going to be 3rd and 10. Let's see what Estrada's got dialed up here. It's a pass, obviously. 4-man pressure, and Estrada is going to be sacked. Almost. He did throw it at the last second, but right tackle Marrero did give up the pressure there easily. Estrada, he's got his man open, and it's dropped by Lara. And that's a turnover on downs, and it ends the game. I do not know what happened in this game, man. We could have had the win. We had so many chances, man. Unbelievable. It was not our defense's fault. Yeah, I threw a couple interceptions. Okay, that happened. But we still had a chance there. And the pressure in the final minutes of the game, it was just relentless. Our left guard was missing with an injury. Our right tackle, for some reason, decided he doesn't want to block anymore. And that's how you lose games. The UTSA D-line was the MVP in this game, man. They did not allow us to do anything on offense, man. It was so tough getting down the field. This stuff happens. And now we are at 3 losses in conference. And we should not be up for the conference championship game. But for some reason... actually, by the way, Jaquez Lara, 184 yards on 15 catches, man. But he had the critical drop at the end there. 4th down and 10, he was open. He should have just caught it and gotten the 1st down, and then we would have been across midfield. We had a chance there, and it doesn't work out. Yet again, the Ocelots can't finish out a game that they should win. We should not be able to play for the conference championship game. Very obviously, at 3 conference losses, you should never have a chance to win the conference. But, there is a but, yes. There is actually multiple teams at 3 losses in the conference now. And we still have a chance. So, I don't know how the tiebreakers work. No idea, but... there is a chance we can still win the division and play in the conference championship game. We just have to get it together for this last game. It's going to be a tough one away in Houston. They're playing Rice, so this is going to be a tough game. This loss against UTSA, it should not have happened. But that D-line is no joke. I hope they just all graduate and next year we can absolutely beat them up. But we'll see. Leyva gets National Defensive Player of the Week with a 2.5 sack performance. Definitely best pass rusher on this team. We have a 91 overall pass rusher on this team and he doesn't do nothing. Manuel Valdez didn't show up in this game either. Diego Torres, we get a kicker. We need a new one. Both our kickers have below 80 kick power, and Diego Torres, hopefully, is a solution. 6'3", 186 out of Glendale, Arizona. Torres is 82 kick power. I hope it's not capped too badly. If he gets to like 86 or 88, I think I'm going to be happy for a couple of years. But we need a change there. Now, this next game is going to be against Rice. They are done for the conference championship game. They're not in it at all. But as I said, okay, we know Texas State is already 6-3. They're done with the division at this point. And there is Louisiana and us. We are both 5-3 in conference. So if we win and Louisiana loses, we should have the tiebreaker over Texas State. If we win and Louisiana wins, I don't know what happens because we won against Texas State, but we lost against Louisiana. I don't know at the moment the game between Louisiana and Texas State, but we're gonna try our best. Drew DeVilliers is the quarterback for this team. A very solid field general, pocket passer type of quarterback with decent accuracy, decent arm, no speed. Their top running back is a 69 overall. And that should be in our favor by a lot. This kid should not be starting at all at 69 overall. That's Division 2 football, honestly. And not just that they only have a 69 overall running back, they are also gonna miss their top receiver, Drayden Dickman. So their top receiver is Owen Carter, an 80 overall, 6'1", 185 out of Cypress, Texas. Carter is a very decent route runner. He has good hands, very solid hands, good elusiveness for a physical big body receiver. Well, he's not even that big of a body, but 87 speed is not that fast. We should be able to keep him in check. Chuck Molinaro is the top tight end on this team, 6'4", 226, so one of the lighter tight ends. He's not fast at all. He has no good hands. The route runnings are bad. He's a pure blocker, honestly, and that 68 speed. Now, that is absolutely abysmal. There's tackles and guards that are faster than him. Now, this Rice offensive line doesn't even look that bad. They have an 80 overall at left tackle, an 85 at left guard. They've got an 83 overall at center. They've got an 81 at right guard. And the right tackle says 76. So the matchup to watch is definitely the right tackle against Emmanuel Valdez. And by the way, Valdez is the 91 overall that I talked about a few minutes ago. Valdez should be having 3 or 4 sacks in this game. I can tell you right now, if he doesn't have 3 or 4 sacks, man, this dude is absolutely useless. Against a 76 overall tackle, he's a 91 overall and a far better athlete at that. This Rice defense, they do not have the greatest D-line. That defensive tackle, that's the only good player on that team, and he's not even that great. Top linebacker on his team is Emmanuel Page, 5'11", 215, a very small linebacker with very solid coverage ability, but the run stopping is just not there. 59 block shot, that's abysmal for a linebacker, and only 80 speed. So this is their best linebacker. The front 7 from Rice, they are so weak. We should absolutely annihilate them. AJ Stevens is the corner on this team, the top corner, a very good man cover corner with actually very solid zone ability as well, which is not something you see too often in the Sun Belt Conference. And the top safety on this team is Aaron Flowers, 6'2", 202 out of Forney, Texas. Flowers is a run support safety with not great pass coverage. He could play linebacker, honestly, with 70 block shedding. That's not too horrible. He has got some good hit power, but the coverage is just pretty abysmal. 71 zone. That would even for a linebacker be pretty bad. But he has 90 speed, 93 excel. And now last year we lost this game, and deservedly so. But this year we should be the heavy favorites. Matchup wise, we have the better quarterback, we have the better running back, we have better receivers, we have a better tight end, we have a better O-line. Well, actually, the O-line I think is pretty 50-50. It's pretty even. But we have by far the better D-line and linebacking unit. Corners, I think it's a 50-50 again, but we should beat this Rice team up. They should not stand a chance in this game. This has got to be a blowout. Now, that being said, we're going to be playing on the road. So I don't know how that is going to end up, but we need to win this game. There is no doubt about it. We have to win it, and we're going to start off 2nd and 7 with a catch for Jaquez Lara. He's got the first down, and 1st and 10 now from the 29. Estrada, he's got a man wide open. That's Johnny Machado down to the 50. 21-yard gain for Machado, the number 2 receiver. 1st down and 10, and Estrada is going to throw it over the middle, and Machado, he deflects it right to the defense. It's going to be an interception, and Rice is going to take over in plus territory. What are you doing? Machado was wide open. He doesn't turn around in time, and he knocks the ball up in the air for a defender to intercept. Now, this is a 3-yard loss, orchestrated by Kelvin Leyva. 3rd and 13, if we can keep him there, no points and no harm done. But they're going to set up the slip screen down to the 35. It's going to be a tough field goal, but 52 yards. If we hadn't allowed that 9-yard gain, they would have had to punt it. And instead they're going to kick it, and it's going to be off the upright. No good. Thank God. No harm done by the interception. We just got to start over at the 35. And Estrada is going to get it away on the whip. And Lara is going to go down, and he is going to come out of the game. Jaquez Lara holding his hamstring there. And bad news, he won't be coming back. 2nd and 1, Estrada has his man, his tight end, Rivero, down to the 41 of Rice. 3rd and 6. Owls defense jumps off sides, and Estrada has a free play. He gets it away to Vela. He's going to run it down the field, and that is a very nice 1st down run. Down at the 25. That's field goal range now for us. Estrada is going to set up a slip screen, and he's going to get the block, run around the safety. Not quite. Almost got down there, but still, very good play. 3rd and goal now from the 9-yard line. They couldn't get in the end zone on 1st and 2nd down, so Estrada is just going to retreat for miles and miles, and Lara goes down. He did come back, and yet again he's injured. I think I jumped the gun there, but his injury is going to hold him back from the rest of this game, so we're not going to see him anymore from now on, I think. And we have to take the field goal because that one was not in the end zone. So 3-0 for the Laredo State Ocelots, and now Rice has a chance here. And 3rd and 1, they had a very easy run up the middle with Kiki Hart, the 69 overall running back. 1st and 10, hand it off, and nowhere to go. It's a 3-yard loss, and finally we see Emmanuel Valdez in the backfield. That's what we need to see, man. This right tackle is too weak to stop Valdez. And they're going to throw it now, 3rd and 10, and they're going to allow him the 1st down. What are you doing? Man, he should have been tackled shy of the sticks, man. 3rd and 8, and another catch allowed, but 4th and 1. This is across midfield. You should go for it there, and they don't. They punt it away, and we get the ball back on offense now. Estrada throws it over the middle, and another linebacker that peels off his coverage, gets back there, knocks it away. That's a 3-and-out. Laredo State can't move the ball, and now we're in trouble. That's a very nice executed 20-yard screen there. 1st and 10, and De Villiers is going to have a pass called for him. He's going to throw it wide open. He wasn't under pressure at all in this play, And that is a 23-yarder, and they're just marching down the field like nobody's business. We're going to start the second quarter now, and they're going to set up yet another screen for number 84. That's a 9-yard gain as Cordero, again, very late to the party. And now, a few downs later, this is going to be a sack, and a bad one at that. They come with a 0 blitz, and Brian Alonso gets his sack. Let's see if this defense finally can stop a 3rd and 19. Rice with De Villiers at quarterback has a man over the middle, and you need to pick it off, man. You need to pick it off right there. That's Alonso, not the Brian Alonso, the corner, the safety, Ben Alonso. You need to pick it off, man. It was right in your hands, man. And instead, Rice is going to take the field goal, tie up this game at 3. Herrera now with a run, a stretch to the outside, lots of space, jukes out the safety. What a run by Herrera, 20 yards on the play, and just like that into plus territory. Let's see what Estrada can do. They're going to hand it off to Cerdeño. Lots of room. He's going to juke out the safety and has even more space down to the 19. That's a 22-yard run. And the run game has been going pretty well in this game. Maybe they should stick with it. 1st and 10 for Estrada. They're back to throw now. Estrada wide open. That's Vela down with the 2nd and inches coming up. And Estrada has 11 personnel called. Trips to the right. Machado isolated left. That's not Machado. That's Machado in the end zone. He was right. I don't know who was left then. The isolated receiver. I think it's got to be Esponda, but it's a touchdown for the Ocelots. It's 10-3 as we have Machado into the end zone. And finally, we have a 10-3 lead. Finally, we're on the board with a touchdown, I guess. And that one was also a chance to be picked off by Santiago Rodriguez. 4th down, coming up. They punt it back. But 3.5 minutes on the clock for Estrada. Gotta get another field goal at least. And Cerdeño on the angle route, wide open for 25 yards. The running back showing off what he can do. And now we have 3.5 minutes left. Got to run off some clock. 2.5 minutes left on this 3rd and 3. And Cerdeño's got lots of running room. Down to the 18. 1st down again. And now 3rd and 10 inside 2 minutes now. Estrada is going to set up the slip screen. And Cerdeño up the middle. Misses one block there. That's going to be a field goal at least. 13-3. But we give the ball back to Rice with 1.5 minutes on the clock. And De Villiers is going to throw it away. 4th down. And there is still some time to get some points for the Ocelots. 3rd and 6. Estrada and his tight end. And that's going to be shy of the sticks. 4th down. And yet another 3-and-out in this game. And a minute on the clock for De Villiers to go down the field for Rice. 3rd and 10. They're going to run it. And that's not going to be enough. That's a loss. Or actually get back to the line of scrimmage. But another 3-and-out. 43 seconds on the clock for the Ocelots. Let's see what we can do. Good field position after that punt. And that one's going to be caught by Machado. He's going to run it down to the 5-yard line. And clock is going to run. No timeouts left for the Ocelots. 15 seconds on the clock for Estrada. And he is going to throw it to his receiver, Machado. He's down at the 1-inch yard line, I guess. And they're just going to have to hurry up and spike this football. Estrada, 2 seconds, 1 second on the clock after the spike. So, gotta take the field goal here. And it's a 16-3 lead at halftime. At least we got those points. 16-3. And let's see if Rice can do anything about it in the second half. We're up by 13 points, as it should be. But we need to be more dominant. We have settled for field goals 3 separate times now. We need to go get touchdowns, man. And at the sideline, wide open is a Rice receiver at the 31. That's about a 14-yard gain. 1st and 10 for De Villiers. And he's going to motion out the running back Hart. So this is going to be a pass and wide open. That's another 8-yard gain to the tight end. 1st and 10 from the 43 now. And they are going to have another play action shot lined up. And on the comeback, that is way too easy. Where is Tony Cordero? Man, this safety is due to be, like, he's going to be cut, man. I can't take it anymore. This safety duo is just awful. 2nd and 8, and they get another 1st down out of it. Kiki Hart on the run, 9 yards. 2nd and 10 for De Villiers. Another pass. And the pressure is finally getting in, but he does get it away on time. Another 9-yard gain. 3rd and 1 coming up. And De Villiers is going to have another pass lined up. I would have run it with that defense, but at the sideline, the catch is not made. It's a forced drop by, I think it was Brian Alonso. 4th and 1, they're going to run it, and 1st down. See, that's what I would have done on 3rd down, honestly. That's Camarda, the running back, the 2nd running back on the team. And they're going to have a play-action shot, and that's not going to go anywhere. That is the other Alonso in the backfield. He gets sacked, the free safety in there. 3rd and goal. Let's see if De Villiers can put it in the end zone. De Villiers, corner route, end zone, touchdown. Brian Alonso's coverage. He couldn't prevent the touchdown. And it is a 1-score game again. 16-10. We need to be more dominant than that. This front 7 is so bad. 1st and 10, Estrada throws it on the hitch. It's caught by Machado, 9 yards, who has now assumed the #1 receiving role on this team in the wake of Jaquez Lera's absence, I guess. Emilio Vela can't get the 1st down. 4th down, and they got to punt it back. And again, another failed drive for this Laredo State offense. It's so sad. 2nd and 1. Coming up, Kiki Hart with a 9-yard run there. And Hart is still the back. He is gonna have a read option. De Villiers keeps it, and that is a little bit too easy. 10 yards. If a 73 speed quarterback runs for a 10-yard gain, you've got a problem, man. And that was a chance for an interception for Brian Alonso. What are you doing, man? I can't believe it. Estrada, 1st and 10. Let's see what he can do. It's intercepted. He never saw the linebacker, or I guess it's probably a slot corner, drop out there from over the middle of the field, and Machado can't haul it in there. Diving catch, and now a touchdown. Rice takes the lead. 2 interceptions for Wayne Estrada. Oh, man. Why is this such a pain watching this Laredo State team? 16-17. Now you have to score if you want to win the game. And this is 10 minutes is too much to just run off the clock and score a field goal. So they are going to get the ball back. So even if you score, they get a chance to respond. 1st down and 10 for Estrada. 4-man pressure, and the left guard is going to get beat here. That's going to be a sack. Dwayne Gaskin in the backfield. 2nd and 10 after the punt. It's yet another field drive, but you can't go for it on like 4th and 18, man. 3rd and 2 for Chuck Molinaro, the tight end. 3rd and 2 now. And that's going to be incomplete. They do punt it away, and we get another chance. 7.5 minutes on the clock. I think you could run out the time here. Estrada is going to be sacked again. Right tackle, Marrero. He just didn't engage at all. He just was standing there, letting the edge rusher run to the quarterback by himself. Now, unfortunately, we do get 7 yards back and make this a 3rd and 5, and we do get the 1st down with the Nisbanda catch, so the drive continues. But what is happening to this O-line is just so bad. Estrada, yet again, pressured by an unblocked defender in his face. 8 yards out to Vela. He did get it away on time. Now 3rd and 9. Estrada now with a 5-man pressure, and yet again an unblocked defender in his face, and almost intercepted there. We gotta punt it away again. 3.5 minutes on the clock. De Villiers with a 3rd and 5, and finally they get him. But again, it took a cover 0 blitz with the slot corner getting the sack here, the half sack at least. So we get good field position now on this drive. 2.5 minutes on the clock. Estrada on the whip route. It's Esponda, and he's got the 1st down. The number 4 receiver has not been playing much this season, but in the wake of Lera's injury, he's gotten some touches here. 1 minute and 54 seconds on the clock, and Vela's got about 9 more yards. Cerdeño now leaving the field with an injury. Herrera takes over his place. 3rd and 1. And close bunch to the right. Machado isolated left. Estrada is going to get it away. Esponda with another catch. And now he's injured. then the entire team's going to injured reserve right now. And we are going to have another run, and that should be a first down for Cerdenio, who came back into the game, and he seems to be shaken up again. First and goal, he's still out there. Estrada has some time, gets it away, and that's going to be a touchdown. Laredo State retakes the lead. It's Chris Cardoza, the number 5 receiver on the team, also getting some touches. And now for the 2-point try to make it a 7-point game. Estrada gets it away, but it hits his own lineman's head. Incomplete. And Rice has 44 seconds on the clock to score a touchdown. De Villiers pressured, and this one is incomplete, but there is a flag down, and that one's going to be coming back against the Ocelots. It's going to be a roughing the passer against Ronaldo Sanchez. So first down, automatic first down. 39 seconds on the clock for De Villiers. He's gonna run and be sacked. Finally, Emmanuel Valdez with a sack in this game. What are you talking about, man? Why is this kid never showing up? 2nd and 19. De Villiers throws it down the field, wide open. How on earth is this possible? It's 2nd and 19. How can you allow a 30-yard connection to happen? 3rd and 10. De Villiers pressured, throws it away. 4th down. The game comes down to this. If De Villiers can't convert here, the game's over. 4th and 10, and he's pressured, and this one should have been intercepted, but it's incomplete, and finally, the game's over. Jamichael Pena ends the game with a deflection there, and we do get the win, but this one was a lot tougher than it should have been. We should have won this by multiple scores. Machado, he takes over in the wake of Lara's injury. He gets player of the game with 97 yards and a touchdown. But we made it way too easy on Rice to keep being in this game, to hang around and wait it out. Estrada with 2 interceptions, one of which is not his fault at all, and the other one isn't either, because I threw the dumb pick and not Estrada with his accuracies or anything. It was just, I didn't see that slot corner coming over there and jumping that hitch route. I just saw, the corner that was covering Machado, he was leaving to go to deep zone. I was like, oh, nice, this kid is going to be wide open, and the zone corner came over, the slot corner came over and just jumped it with a diving pick. So that was bad, but it was so tough to play this game. I don't know why, but the O-line was just abysmal for this entire episode, honestly, not just this game. And again, how on earth is Emmanuel Valdez a 91 overall edge rusher that should be dominating at an SEC level, and he can't even dominate the Sun Belt? Like, what is happening? He had 1 sack in this game. He played against a 76 overall tackle. He should have had 4 sacks in this game, man. What are you doing? That is just so bad. I don't have any explanations for that. And it's not just that he's a good edge rusher with some technique. He is a massively overwhelming athlete in this conference. He should be dominating just from athleticism alone, and he's a great pass rusher. Additionally, I don't know why Valdez is such a disappointment, but for some reason, we get to play in the conference championship game. I had no idea that this was happening. We play in the conference championship game. I can't believe it. Against Tulane of all people. Like, honestly, I thought Kentucky had locked down this Eastern Division like at the beginning of the season already, man. And they somehow gave it up to Tulane. Louisiana won it, and yet still we get to play that game. We lost to Louisiana. I don't know why we get to go over them. Louisiana also not just won against us, but also has the better overall record. Doesn't make any sense to me, but we're gonna play it. Tulane, that was our first opponent back in season 1, our first game ever, our first win ever. Let's see what we can do this time. Maybe we can relegate up to the SEC already. Should not be possible. There is 5 teams at 6-3 in conference. Should not be possible that we play there. but we did manage to do it somehow. We won that game against Texas State. That was important. And that's gonna be next episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe for more Laredo State Dynasty. See you in the next episode. Until then, have a great game. Have a great day.